Welcome back to our channel, mga kapwa kong kapi, average Pinoy investor nga pala. Here again with another portfolio update. This time, magpo-portfolio update tayo as of July 2nd, 2026. So as you can see, humaba ang aking overall investments. It was like 54,000 plus before. But then what I did was I sold my Bitcoin, all of it. I know that was stupid, pero I used it for my wedding kasi. So, that's that. I also have sold Solana during the small uptrend para mag-consolidate ng aking portfolio. I mean, again, less things to look at, less stress for me. Though, I am still, well, honestly, nagsisisi ako kung bakit binenta ko si Solana. But I mean, yeah, it's for my peace of mind and to consolidate my high conviction plays, which are SUI and XRP. So I've invested more in SUI and XRP. I'm hoping matapos na yung bear market para magtuloy-tuloy na yung bullish uptrend natin. I mean, my thesis is still the same, my strategy is still the same. I'm doing the slingshot strategy wherein since nagumpisa ako sa negative, I have a lot of debts before investing. What I did was I used leverage to invest and then everything na kinikita ko sa investments ko is nire-reinvest ko. That way, magko-compound siya ng mas mabilis. And then after a few while, I mean, while I still have a job at the very least, nababayaran ko siya o yung utang paunti-unti while still building my portfolio. That's essentially my strategy as someone na hindi naman lumaki sa yaman. I mean, again, I'm an average Pinoy investor with a lot of debts as you could see. But it's a good thing, bumaba na ang debts natin. For my portfolio naman, Dragonfly, well, I'm still down, like 2.5%. Bumaba si Arit, bumaba si Maynilad recently. But I'm planning to buy a retain Maynilad more. Stop muna ako sa kakabili ng Jollibee kasi I am seeing a bullish momentum pataas with Jollibee. With RCR, again, I'm maintaining that. Jollibee, retain muna. Si BPI is on an uptrend. Si BDO naman is consolidating. So, all of those is as is. Ang priority ko ngayon is Maynilad and si AREIT. Those are my top two priorities. Sa BPI Invest naman sa LFM, I have an uptrend to 17%. So a total of 2,800 like pesos and such, including yung mga dividends ko from consolidating from GCash or G funds. What I'm quite surprised about is the G funds. I have invested in Manulife Global REIT and tumataas yung presyo ng mga global REITs ngayon. Though si Nasdaq is trending downwards, I mean, tumataas naman yung global REITs, so I'm quite good with that. Just testing the waters anyway. So that's that for me. And then for Coins PH or for my crypto, I am down. Yes, I know I sold I bought high, sold low. Pero BTC and Solana are not my high conviction plays kasi. I've always been more invested in XRP and SUI. I know I've said before na I'm gonna buy more Bitcoin and I'm still planning to. Pero I am seeing a around 49 dollar Bitcoin kasi. I'm waiting for that. By that logic, I think pababa pa yung market. So nag-iimbak muna ako ng dry powder to buy more, of course. I mean, kada sahod, isa-isang daan, okay na yun. Walang problema. Again, we are just an average Pinoy investor. So, maliit lang ang kaya nating invest. Like biannual nga or sorry, bi-monthly nga lang tayo nag-invest eh. The good thing is I am good with my debts. So nagte-trend downward naman siya. I don't plan on adding more yet, but I'll be consolidating din tong mga debts na to. If any one of you know any bank or any suggestion on how to consolidate debts, that would be very helpful. I would be thankful. Thank you po if ever you commented down below. I also wanted to say something about sa recent trend kasi I know na ang pinaka-viral na nangyari these past few days is yung rally ng INC. For once, I just want to say my own thoughts for once about this. Just just for once kasi honestly, I think yung ginawa nila is perwisyo. I know may pinaglalaban sila, but is it really worth fighting for just one person or are they fighting for because I myself do not understand ano ba talagang pinaglalaban nila? Si Marcoleta ba talaga or anti-corruption? Well, I honestly do not know. But doing something na makakaperwisyo sa iba, it's not really a good thing. It's like you're bending your own rules. Besides, hindi nyo ba alam kung ano yung separation of church and state? Religious leaders, religious like sectors should not even be involved in politics. That's a recipe for disaster. So, yeah, you can go ahead and rally all you want, pero please do not weaponize your people against politicians or at least don't, I mean, wag na kayong makialam. Hayaan nyo yung batas. Kung gusto nyo mag-rally, do it peacefully. Huwag kayong mga pa-surprise rally. Ang hirap. Sobra. Kumuha kayo ng permit, mag-anunsyo kayo para yung mga tao alam kung saan pwedeng dumaan, hindi yung bigla-biglaan lang. Yun lang naman ang hinanakit namin. Tapos maririnig mo pa yung, hindi ko alam kung sino yun, si Elmo San Diego. Nakasalanan daw ng mga commuters. Kasalanan pa ng mga nagtatrabaho. Nakakahiya naman. Yun lang naman ang kinakainis ko. I know this government hasn't been good to us. I know you're fighting for something, but please do it na, alam mo yun, maririnig nila, but not, I mean, hindi yung makaka-apekto or makaka-perwisyo kayo ng ibang tao. Kasi, kahit kayo din, pag naperwisyo kayo, di ba? Nag-rally nga kayo eh. Yung iba pa kaya. Yun lang naman ang hinanakit ko. Well, it's not really an hinanakit. Just my personal opinion. I know it's not a popular opinion and no one is asking, but I just want to get it out there. Right, so tell me what you think about your portfolio, your updates, anything at all related din dito sa rally. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And well, thank you for watching my video. If you do, please like and subscribe na rin po. That helps a lot with the channel. Thank you again. This is your average Pinoy investor. Ciao, ciao.